Hey there everybody, I am Scott. Welcome into my time machine and happy holidays. Today we are putting together the coolest, the most rad, the most nostalgic gift bag for the Gen Xer in your life. It could also be a stocking for the Gen Xer in your life. And this gift bag, this stocking, is gonna just blow the Gen Xer in your life's mind. It is amazing, some of the stuff that I found at Dollar Tree as I was walking through the aisles. So much of it just hits home at 70s, 80s, even maybe a little early 90s. Unbelievable. I meant to only spend $10 on a gift bag, which is what, like 8 items, but I just kept finding more and more stuff. So you choose whichever ones you want. I'm just gonna show you all the totally rad, awesome retro stuff. You pick whatever you want in your gift bag. My gift bag is getting pretty big. Now, we're gonna talk about all the different stuff that I find, from candy to accessories to ornaments, but the big showstopper at the bottom of this bag, the thing that is gonna make your Gen Xer just step back in that time machine and go right on back to the 80s, is this mug. You know who this is. Wait until you see the other side of this mug. I'll show it to you at the end of this video when we're kind of at the end of putting this bag together. But this is the thing that is going to make your Gen Xer just go, oh my gosh, where the heck did you get that? We have to begin with the thing that takes us all back instantly in time, and that's the candy. Oh my gosh, look what I found. This is the Snoopy Candy Fun Book. Now, of course, this is very reminiscent of those Lifesaver books that we got when we were kids in our stockings or for Christmas, or we gave our friends. I loved those things because they always had flavors of Lifesavers that you didn't normally find during the year, like butter rum or peppermint. Oh gosh, I just loved those things. And Dollar Tree has put them out for $1.25. And this is a very well thought out little gift. Let me just show you. So theirs is not Lifesavers, theirs are lollipops. But before we get to the lollipops, look at this. All the inside is filled with little games and such. And so if you're a Gen Xer right now, you probably have kids, or maybe you have even grandkids. I mean, we're in our 40s and 50s and that can happen. So this is, I think, the perfect thing if you're about to go on a car trip with a young kid. Get them this, because look at these games that they have. These are like 80s games, like 80s little kids games. Spot the difference, a word search, connect the dots to make a little picture of a Snoopy, a crossword puzzle. I love this one. Linus has a hat, and then you have to go through the little trail to find the snowman that's not wearing a hat to complete him. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then this little picture down here is Spot the bird, Spot Woodstock in this picture. Love that. Okay, let's open her up and see some of these lollipops. Oh, I love them. So I'll show you, they're all like packaged and everything like that, but on the back, there are the stickers, and if you've got kids in your life, you know stickers are like a thing. Oh, I love these stickers too. They're all like holiday Peanuts characters. Love that. But Charlie Brown is the blue raspberry, the cherry is Snoopy, and then Woodstock is the green apple. So kind of retro flavors too, aren't they? I love this. This is $1.25. You could get this for every stocking in your house, every kid in your life for $1.25. I think that when your Gen Xer opens this, they're just going to instantly go back in time and think about those Lifesaver books that we loved so much as a kid. The next piece of candy to go in is Big League Chew. And I know you're probably thinking, well, what if your bag or your stocking is for a girl? Well, trust me, the girls in the late 70s, early 80s knew about Big League Chew, this bubblegum stuff. They probably had a brother, they had a friend that ate it, they probably ate it themselves. So I would say this is one of those candies that anybody sees and they're like, oh my gosh, I remember eating that. And I definitely remember eating this. I remember eating like the whole bag in one sitting because it was super soft and you would just feel like it would just kind of like disappear in your mouth, so you would end up eating the entire package. Now, I have not had this in a million years and I'm not interested in tasting it, but I'm sure it's still good, so I'm not going to taste test this on camera. But what I will taste test are these retro light bulb lollies, and they're shaped like the retro lights from our childhood. And actually, I say they're the retro lights from our childhood, but these shaped lights have had such a resurgence that I think there are families now who are getting those lights and they have no idea that they are retro inspired. Well, they were certainly retro inspired for me and all of us Gen Xers, because we probably remember these on our tree when we were kids. Now, I remember these on the tree in our family room when I was a very little kid, and they were ceramic, which meant they got really super hot. And I feel lucky that when I got a little bit older, like in the 80s, so we each had trees in our room. I know that's a whole other story. My mom still puts trees in almost every room of the house, but the tree in my room had these on it too, and I loved it. I could just see it at night and the glow, and my mom would always be like, don't forget to turn out the lights on the tree, and I never would. Well, one morning I did wake up and these lights had gotten so hot that they melted part of the little plastic tree that I had in the room. Not good, but anyway, still have wonderful memories of these. So these supposedly light up, and they also have different flavors. This one is green apple. The one I've already pulled out of the package is strawberry. So yeah, let's do a little taste. Well, first of all, I don't know if it's gonna show up or not on camera. Oh, it does light up. Can you see that? Okay, so don't suck on the plastic lid. Don't suck on the plastic top. You actually take that off. Good to know. And it's very well covered. I was actually a little worried about that in the package. I was like, wow. So it's covered with a nice little piece of plastic. It might take me a hot minute to get this unwrapped. Okay, thank God for the magic of editing, because that took about 5 minutes to get that plastic off of this little tiny thing. So I'll light it up too while it's uncovered, which is super cute. Does it taste like strawberry? Oh my gosh. It definitely tastes like strawberry. Whoa, Nelly. And I know I accidentally licked this at the top, but if you're giving this to a kid, it's nice that it has a little cover. That's really nice. This is like very reminiscent of a ring pop. And the biggest thing that I have trouble in giving kids ring pops is because there's nowhere, like when they're halfway done through it and they don't want to eat it anymore, you kind of have to find a piece of paper towel or something to put it in. This is nice. It's got a little cover so you can have a little bit, put it in your cover, and then you're good to go. Okay, speaking of nostalgic light bulbs, that takes us to, that's the candy section. We're done with the candy section for now. Let's just go to some accessories and some other things that I found. So these are the most adorable little ornaments. I like these ornaments. Of course, they're in the retro style of the lights that we just saw, but these are really super light. So if you've got like an artificial tree, you know, that can't take a lot of weight, these are absolutely perfect. And I think they're just really pretty. I think this is a nice kind of way to pay, you know, respect to the old-fashioned lights. I love these. I actually had some wooden lights that I got from Michael's a few years ago that I painted that were this shape. Gosh, where the heck are those? My Christmas decorations this year, oh my gosh, like no time, you know, kind of deal. But anyways, I think these are super cute to put in your stocking and super great to put on trees. Frosty the Snowman socks. Could there be anything cuter? Well, yes, the mug, and we're gonna get to more of that later. And actually a lot more stuff, but holy smokes, I love this. Like, let me see if I can undo it so you can see the whole sock. Oh my gosh, there's Frosty. This is the cutest thing ever. Now, it does say on here, shoe size 9 to 2.5. I have no idea what that means. My shoe size is pretty small, 9.5. I think these might fit me. But if you've got a guy in your life that has unusually big feet, these probably won't work. But again, it's super cute. And this is actually a good time for me to do a little plug on a recipe that I have on my channel that I will link in the description box down below. But I made a Frosty, a knockoff of a Wendy's Frosty. It is very few ingredients. It is absolutely delicious. It's vegan. So if you're living in a warmer part of the country right now, not like I am, where it is 18 degrees outside here in Washington, D.C., crazy cold spell. But if you're living in some place that's nice and warm and you want to celebrate something to Christmas, that Frosty recipe is delicious. And of course, in that video, I give you all the old retro love of Frosty the Snowman, that show that we love so much. I actually just watched the animated Frosty the Snowman last week. I mean, the nostalgia. Also, the hat. Remember Frosty's little hat? Gotta say a little word. I went to Target and Target had Frosty hats. Oh my God, they were so cute. And I actually had one in my hand. I was gonna put it on top of my Christmas tree this year, but Unfortunately, the line at Target was beyond crazy. So I was not standing in that line. So I put everything away. And unfortunately, I was not able to find another Frosty hat because they went very fast, evidently. But now I have some Frosty Socks. Well, I guess I got to give these away to the Gen-Xer in my life. Maybe I'll keep these. So you know those native body washes that Target sells, and actually I am fully guilty of purchasing for like $14 and $15 for a body wash or a thing of shampoo? Well, Dollar Tree has the knockoff brand, and it's like literally, I think the native ones are 16 ounces and these are 15 ounces. You've got to throw one of those in there if you can find them. Now, this is the holiday scent, I don't know, limited edition, and it's sugar cookie. I mean, can you get more nostalgic than something that smells like sugar cookie baking in the oven? Now, I am worried that since we are just a couple of days before Christmas that you might not be able to find this one in your Dollar Tree, and I will show you really quick. They have a couple of holiday scents or winter scents. This one is sea salt and cedar. Oh, I just love that one. And then they also have this pumpkin, yeah, this is pumpkin spice that they had as well. I still consider pumpkin kind of holiday-ish like now because maybe I'm still eating pumpkin stuff. But if you cannot find the holiday stuff like the sugar cookie, which I think is, where is it? Where's that sugar cookie? Oh, here it is. Okay, the sugar cookie, which I think is amazing. Then I would say they do have a jelly bean one. And yes, jelly beans are pretty nostalgic candy. I think we all ate those when we were kids. But I just kind of love the retro color of it. But even more nostalgic are these peach rings. I think a lot of kids ate these when we were younger in the 80s and the 70s and 80s as well. I did not like them, but I totally get it if you think that this is something that might make the Gen-Xer in your life remember way back when. Grab your glue gun because it is time now to do a little Christmas crafting, a little Dollar Tree crafting, and I promise it's very simple stuff. So I wanted to do something that our Gen-Xers could actually use in their everyday life. Like all this stuff is super fun and we can use the different aspects of it, but candles are something that a lot of us love to light while we're at work, even while at night, dinner, whatever. And Dollar Tree has a really good array of candles. So find some candles. That's part A. Part B is head over to the toy section because they have got so many little miniature toys. I've turned a bunch of these into Christmas ornaments. Look, I've got a little Barbie doll here. Sorry, got that. I've got Optimus Prime. No, wait, is that Optimus? No, that's Soundwave. Optimus Prime is right here. Got Optimus Prime. I've got Oscar the Grouch, all of these things. And so what you're gonna do is grab your glue gun. First of all, I found a little He-Man toy. And so you're just gonna glue that to the top of the candle. I mean, how cute is that and how easy is that? That takes like 5 seconds. Now you can go crazy. You can take the top of the sticker off the top of the lid and put it on a clean sticker and make a little top, make some bedazzle it, whatever you want to do. I'm keeping it super simple. The other thing you want to look out for at Dollar Tree are their soy candles. Unfortunately, these are not soy, but I did want to buy one just for the purposes of this video. But the soy ones are actually really nice if you can get them, and they're $1.25. So look at this cute one with Ariel. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And it took like all of 5 seconds to do. It's very personal and it's something you can just kind of keep on your desk. I will say all of these candles smell amazing. They smell just delicious. This one is called like sugar plum, winter sugar plum or something. Oh my gosh. And Ariel looks so good sitting on top of this candle. I just love it. Magazines. This one is a look back at 1974, and yes, if you're a Gen-Xer, you were born in the 70s, and these faces probably look very familiar to you. There's the Fonzie, there is Michael Landon from Little House on the Prairie, and there is the love of my life, Olivia Newton-John. Oh my gosh, this magazine is like such a score because I have seen other retro-inspired magazines out there over the last couple of months, and they're like $15. This is $1.25, yes, and it is chock full of just things that will make you be like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't remember that. Listen to this though, the cost of living, the median yearly income for families was about $13,000 in 1974. That blows my mind. A postage stamp was 10 cents. gas, 53 cents a gallon. A movie ticket, $1.87. I remember it being much cheaper. I grew up in a small town and we had 99-cent movies all over the place, so that's what I remember. But isn't that amazing? Gosh, is there anything else? Oh yeah, top TV. What do you think was the top TV of 1974? All in the Family, Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, MASH, The Waltons, I mean, my gosh, this magazine is just filled with stuff like that. It's like got fashions from the 70s, an old ad with Burt Reynolds. Oh my gosh, he really was a good-looking dude. Anyways, this is a totally worth it thing to stuff in there. Where did 50 years go? What are we gonna put all this stuff in? Well, I really struggled with this because remember, I was trying to just get things under $10. I was gonna keep this little stocking or this little gift bag under $10, and then I went crazy. So you choose whatever you want, but I was first of all going with a bag that is reusable because I hate the idea that somebody would throw something away. That's, you know, maybe that's the retro in us too. We don't like anything being thrown away. But anyways, this one doesn't scream retro to me, so I was kind of like, no, I can't do it. So then I was like, oh my gosh, look at this one. This one has the retro lights on it and it's so cute, but I think it might be too small. So I think I'm gonna settle with this nerdy Santa. I think he's super cute. He doesn't scream retro to me, but you know, remember Revenge of the Nerds? This is the connection I'm making. Revenge of the Nerds was really big in the 80s, and so was just the word nerd. Do people even use the word nerd anymore? I don't know. But I was a nerd, obviously. Oh, I kind of look like this Santa now. We're probably like the same age, I swear to God. Santa was probably like, what, late 50s, early 60s? Or no, he's like thousands of years old or something, right? I don't know. Anyways, I think you're gonna have to go with this bag. It's a good size and it will be able to fit all these awesome items in. Okay, shall we talk about this mug now? I mean, is this the find of the century? This is, of course, Arnold from Diff'rent Strokes. I am so glad that all the retro channels now, all these retro TV channels, some of them are playing Diff'rent Strokes, which I can watch. The other reason I love Diff'rent Strokes is because my ultimate 100% love favorite sitcom of the 80s and I think a little bit of the 70s is The Facts of Life. And The Facts of Life is actually a spin-off of Diff'rent Strokes. Mrs. Garrett was the housekeeper, remember? Okay, anyways, we'll do another video about that. But anyways, this mug, when I saw this mug at Dollar Tree, it was sitting on a shelf all by itself. Well, not all by itself, but there were like other just like plain mugs behind it. And I almost thought someone has purchased that mug somewhere else and left it there. So I snapped it up because there was only one, and then I scoured the store to see if there were any more, and there were not. So then I was like, you know what? I hope this thing scans, because if it doesn't, it might not be from Dollar Tree. So I held my breath at the register. It scanned just fine, and it actually was from Dollar Tree. It was not in the pricey, like the over $1.25 section. This was $1.25. Unbelievable. I have been looking, and I saw it probably, I would say 6 to 8 weeks ago. Have never seen a new stock of them at all. I did look it up. Yes, Dollar Tree was selling these mugs for a little while, or maybe still are in some places. So if you find them, oh my gosh, you have really scored. If you can't, I know that's probably not good for your little retro gift bag. I think there are plenty of other awesome retro things in your gift bag, but Dollar Tree does have other mugs that you can put in the gift bag. But this one, if you find it, you have scored, in my opinion, the Dollar Tree find of the year. So we all remember Arnold from Diff'rent Strokes. What was Arnold's catchphrase? What you talking about, Willis? Oh my God! I almost to the point, I don't want to use this mug because I'm scared that something will happen to it. I do not want to put coffee in it for the fear that it might break. I don't want to carry it around my house for fear that it might break. This is going in my retro Gen X bag only for this video, because the second that this video is done, I am pulling this out of that vintage bag and giving it away because I am keeping this. This one's a keeper for me. I really hope you've enjoyed putting together this retro Gen X inspired gift bag or stocking for the loved one in your life. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and stay here on my channel. I've got tons of retro reviews and recipes, all stuff that any Gen Xer would actually love, especially this time of year. Have a great holiday, and remember, you are always welcome in my time machine.